Hello friends, welcome to Tech channel. Our today's session is pipelines and activities in Azure Data Factory. What is pipeline? A logical group of activities that together perform a task. A data factory can have one pipeline or more number of pipelines. And in a pipeline, we can perform many types of activities like copy activities, data transformation activities, control activities. So this pipeline allow us to manage the activities as a set of activities instead of each one individually. What is activities? Processing steps in a pipeline. We do many activities like copy activities and some transformation activities. So these are the activities we execute in a step. An activity can take 0 or more input datasets and can produce one or more output datasets. Azure Data Factory supports 3 types of activities. Here we can see data movement activities, data transformation activities, and control activities. In our further sessions, we are going to cover all these activities practically. I'm going to show you and perform you all the activities one by one in the next sessions. But for our today's session is pipelines and activities introduction, and what is these activities, what is this role of these activities and pipeline in the Azure Data Factory. Here we can see the relation between dataset activities and the pipeline. So pipeline is a bunch of activities or group of activities which perform as a single task, and activities needs some data to perform. Some data set, input data set, output data set, and which this activity will perform our execution during the pipeline execution. Here we can see activities have input data set and output data set, and pipeline is logical group of activities. All this idea, all these concepts I have taken from the Microsoft document. Here I have given the link for that. You can go to this link and learn this. Let me show you. This is Microsoft link, and we have some topics here like pipelines and activities. You can go to the link. Here we have a pipeline, activities. As I said, there are 2 types of activities, and one is data movement activities. You can see here in data movement activities, here it's given the categories of data like Azure data. In Azure data, we have the number of data stores like Azure Blob Storage, Azure Cosmos DB, Azure Data Lake Storage. And here you can see it's given as supported as a source, as a sink. Source means the input, sink means the data target. Supported by Azure IR. So IR is integration runtime and supported by self-hosted integration runtime. So integration runtime I'm going to cover in next session. There is 3 types of integration runtime that I will show you next session. So these are the check mark like which data storage it supports or not. You can see details in the link like database store like DB2, SQL, Informatica, Oracle. Here you can see Oracle. It supports all the activities. File storage, NoSQL storage. So these are the data movement activities. Same data transformation activities, like we get the data as an input and we do some transformations on that data and make it in a required format at the target required format and do some and load into target. So data transformation, we have these activities in Azure Data Factory options: data flow, Azure function, Hive. This is for Hadoop. You can see here Hadoop data feed transformation activities. And next, control flow activities. These are the activities like on the basis of you do some actions like for its conditions, if conditions, filtration. We can do some filtrations by these activities. So these are the activities, which is control flow activities. If you visualize whatever the ETL part we do in SSIS and the control flow, data flow, the tasks, the same almost given in the Azure Data Factory to perform the ETL activities. Next, let's go to the Azure Data Factory, Azure portal, and let's see in detail in the practical. This is home page for Azure Data Factory, sorry, Microsoft Azure, and we have Data Factories option here. We can create data factories, or if we have existing data factory, we can see here. So in the last session, I created a data factory. This is data factory demo Chandu, and this is author monitor. That is editing mode. So here the Azure Data Factory is opening. Meanwhile, let me show you. In the last session, I created a data factory, and in the data factory, I created a coffee line activity. If you go on YouTube, search by introduction of Azure Data Factory. If you go to Tech channel, we have videos, we have playlist for Azure Data Factory. Go to playlist, we have number of videos. Here, create Azure Data Factory. I have created the first Azure Data Factory to show what is Azure Data Factory and what is the activities, what is the pipelines. So in this demo, you can watch this demo, and in this demo, I have created Azure Data Factory and some pipelines and other activities. Let's move to portal again. So this is Azure Data Factory. This is editor icon. You just click on editor icon, and you can see here the pipelines, data flow, data sets. So in pipelines, I have already created a pipeline, which I already told you just now, and copy activities. To show you again, let me create a new pipeline again. By right clicking here, we have new pipeline option. And in the pipeline, this is pipeline 1 session open. Can close pipeline 2. Sorry. Can create pipeline 1. This is old one, and this is new one, pipeline 2. We can name here also, like demo pipeline. Okay. So in the pipeline, we have options for activities. You can search here the activities. You can select one by one. Like movement transform, we have one activities. You can just drag and drop activities here and perform the operations. Some other activities. Let's go to general. So you can see here the delayed activities. Here you have to just give your set, select your data set and perform the activities, delayed activities, execute SSIS package activities, just drag and drop here. So these are the activities. Just minimize the property. Okay, so you can see here, these are the activities we can select or perform, make a pipeline to execute a particular task. We can configure it like this, like this. If you click here, see here we have options. On success, on failure, on completion. Like if we go on success, again failure. So you can see here success and failure. So these are the activities on the basis of where we can decide conditional execution. On success, what will be executed, on failure, what will be executed. This way we can connect it we can fit it. We can auto size, the same in SSIS. There is auto layout, you can see here. So these are the activities. Just to minimize and maximize, here we have options. And if we want to delete this or if we want to discard this, we can discard this by this options, discard changes. This way we can create a new pipeline, we can create a new activity. Again, let me show you one more thing, one interesting thing. We create a new pipeline. Sorry. New pipeline. You can see here there is a execute pipeline option of activities in Manage property. So in execute pipeline, we can connect another pipeline to execute. In setting, if you go setting, we have option to select another pipelines. We have, this is pipeline 2 I have just created, and we have already one pipeline 1. So this is giving me option pipeline 1. So this way we can execute another pipeline in one pipeline. So if you, in this way we can create the activities, we can perform the task execution. We have a stored procedure activities, but we have so many of activities. This is the wait activities where we can configure some times, like wait for time. So it will wait for a few seconds or few minutes. If you have minute, we have option few seconds and execute the another activities. We connect to this one. So we have these options here. This is very interesting and very knowledgeable. If you publish all here, this task, this pipeline will be published, and if you will log in again in next time, the all pipeline and task activities will be saved here. So I'm not going to publish all here. Yeah, that's all, and thank you guys. Please like and subscribe my channel, and our next session will be link services and data sets in Azure Data Factory.